always been interested in how people interact in public space. My undergraduate thesis over 30 years ago was really about claiming space for the underrepresented in a city space. But the trajectory of my practice for a really long time between graduating from college and its most recent iteration has been mostly in residential architecture and commercial architecture. And that's what worked best for me at that time as a mother of young children. And then once they got older, I was able to engage more in design competitions that really engage with the ideas about public space. And so, most recently in about 2020, I had the opportunity to do my first public installation. And so the skills that I had gathered from working in residential architecture, how things are actually built, working with fabricators, understanding the craftsmanship of a piece, understanding the relationship between the human body and physical objects, whether individually or collectively, really I could then transfer into understanding installations in public space, how people would interact with it, how they would engage with it, how they would feel it, touch it, the materials, and how they came together and the emotions that might bring about. But also teaching has always been a part of that trajectory from the beginning through now. And that forces me to be constantly engaged in contemporary topics, both in terms of how I present studio projects to the students and how the students engage with it. And so very recently, because a lot of my work has been addressing this multi-layered aspect of history, in addition to the multi-layered aspect of anyone's identity. So we don't understand our identities as being flat, and we don't understand history as being flat. We have been exploring in my own practice, as well as with my students in studio, how do we start to understand a site as being rich with multiple layers and peeling back those layers to help us to ground whatever our new installations are in the place. So they can really be of that place and people can connect with them in a way that they can't connect with it if it were in somewhere else.